much welcome to another episode of Women at the Frontline, Women Rising, and we promise to always keep bringing you amazing people, amazing ladies that are rising to the front line, that are rising in career and in every sector. And of course, when we say every sector, we're not about to leave out anything. We've brought you people who are in leadership in this country, people who are in journalism, people who are women who are doing amazing things. And now on this episode, we are definitely bringing you someone from a whole different world. Yes, someone who is minding about our beauty as women. Yes, so and I understand beauty is that thing that yeah, every woman like really feels like someone should call them beautiful, someone should care about their skin. So, Women Rising and Women at the Frontline, on this episode, I bring you an amazing woman leading in the world of makeup, of caring about how beautiful we look. I don't know if today I look very beautiful, but by end of this episode, I guess I'll be looking very beautiful. You're so welcome, Kevin Achayo.
Thank you.
And Kevin Achayo is a social entrepreneur who is also passionate about makeup and passionate about beauty, skin, and everything. She's definitely going to tell us about her journey throughout all these things. And I definitely do not want to preempt things that, that she has to tell us. So you're welcome, Kevin. Kindly tell us about yourself. Who is Kevin Achayo? What does she do? What is she passionate about? What has been her drive in all this work that she does? Yes. You're welcome.
Thank you, Joanne. I'm really happy to be here. Well, Kevin Achayo is a young Ugandan lady, of course, who is rising. And I'm an entrepreneur. One of the things that I really love as me is beauty and fashion, everything to do with looking good and being elegant just attracts me, just pulls me. So yeah, I am married to one and only Mr. Muyanja, and I have two lovely babies. So I want to thank God for my family. They really support me. Even as I came here, they said a prayer for me.
Aww.
Yeah, because we work together,
Nice.
you know, these things start from home before we bring them out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You work with your husband in the makeup world? Or?
Yeah, he's actually my media person. So everything you see about my makeup, he does it for me.
Wow. Amazing. On that point, we're definitely not leaving any stone unturned. So, I have read a little about you. I know you've been, your story has been published somewhere. So, I would like to know, when you were growing up, was this like something you were passionate about? What was your childhood like in relation to what you're doing now?
Yeah, okay. Well, when I was growing up as a child, I think I had diverse gifts, and at some point, I should say, I got lost. You know, when you do this and then it feels like it's working out, then you also do this and it's like it's working out. So everybody around you is like, this person is multi-talented. And I remember there is an auntie who used to always tell me that, Kevin, the one thing I love about you is that you're very proactive, you're a very hardworking girl, and even if we took you right now and dropped you in a desert somewhere, I am very sure you will survive. So somewhat being a child, I think I got carried away by those compliments.
Yeah.
And I used to do a number of things, even in sports. I would participate. Yeah, of late I participated in some sports activity, and I got my gold medal.
Okay.
Yes, I do participate. But growing up as a child and looking back from the times that I can remember, I lost my parents when I was still a very young girl. Yeah, my mother passed on when I was only 6 years old. Yeah, and my dad also passed on 2 years after, when I was 8 years old. And we are three girls. So I am the oldest. And then the other two are, of course, my younger siblings. So for that reason, I usually loved being at the forefront because, you know, when you grow up as an orphan, people can love on you, but there is that extent that you don't feel,
Yeah.
which will not come like it's coming from a mother.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're playing with your friends, then they're telling you, my mother did for me this, my mother is going to do for me this, I'm going to report you to my father. But for you,
Nothing to relate.
yes, you just have to defend yourself. Yes. So, but with all that, I would say that I am blessed because God gave me another father who took up that role, and he has been a very good father.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's because of him that I am here right now. Yeah, actually, at times when I tell people that I grew up as an orphan, they get surprised because most of my friends didn't even know throughout my school life that I didn't have a parent because I didn't look like an orphan.
Yes.
I'm not bragging, but I believe we all understand
Yeah.
what the definition of orphan would, the kind of image it would play in somebody's mind. But my father really did his best. He provided for things that even other people who had parents didn't have. Yes. So there was no room for my friends suspect. I know even some of them who might listen to my story will be surprised because they'll be like, ah, really? Yeah, because I always post them, Happy Mother's Day, I love you, sweet daddy, those things. So it was really so hard for somebody to tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you see when you were like participating in all these things, did you have um like a particular thing to see? Because I know when we're growing up there is like that one thing that we love to do, and someone's like, this person, when they grow up, they're most likely going to be artists because you probably love painting, then you're probably doing arts in school, like art as a subject in school. Then you like those girls who love to make their own dresses, who like love to put their hair in a certain way. So were you those kinds of kids? And when you eventually decided to do makeup and cosmetology, you were like not surprised?
I think to a big extent, yes. Although, you know, while we were growing up, I think when you look at 10 years back, these things of career guidance, parents really looked at doctor, lawyer, you know, there are those particular professions.
Yes.
Yes. And interestingly, I would say that by the grace of God, I was a bright child at school because I know there are stages where I also got some bursaries.
Okay.
Yes, my early stages. And then I also had that leadership skill. So, because I remember in nursery, I was the head girl in class, the class monitress, head girl, everything there, but really doing nothing. Yes. Although, of course, the teacher assigns you here and there to make you feel
Yeah.
you are a leader.
Yes.
Yeah, and then throughout my primary life, I was also taking up leadership roles as entertainment prefect, then cafeterian, till A level, and I was even head girl. So, growing up as a child, I realized that leadership is that one thing that I would really look at. But I was also good at sciences because even in school I did science. I did science subjects. Although looking at what I mentioned previously, that our parents will look at specific careers. Yes.
Traditional courses.
Yes. My dad would be like, wouldn't you love to do maybe industrial chemistry? Yeah, because I was doing those things well in school. And then, you know, those days, it still applies these days, but those job connections, there's some of those things that you do, and you know, if you're done, maybe things are.
Right.
Yes, but I also love the fashion and makeup bits so much that even my brothers knew. Yeah, even up to now, when I tell them that I am doing anything in line with fashion or makeup, they really come up and support. And whenever they find me, are you still doing your fashion things? So even right now, as I am pursuing the makeup line, it's because they work hand in hand. But I've actually also done a fashion course. And yes, I can make very beautiful garments if I choose to.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've also done some small training on fashion.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did.
All right.
Yes, and then I did a diploma in skincare and cosmetology.
Okay.
So that's how I ended up here.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying the makeup industry.
You're enjoying that. So what is if we're to talk about your industry, what is it like? I know like lately there is like all sorts of makeup classes on YouTube, wherever, and there's so many beauty schools that are coming up. So what is the field like? And I'm very sure this is something that we as a young generation, yes, the makeup trend is being ever, and like in West Africa, it's been on for a long time. But here in Uganda, people are starting to embrace makeup and all that. So the industry could be growing, but at what level? So what is it like out there in that area of makeup and fashion?
I think it's really growing. Yeah, although the makeup industry is growing faster than the fashion industry because even globally, it is the second fastest growing industry. And I believe it's a very good opportunity because there is room for jobs. So for me, like when you talk about makeup, I would highly encourage people to embrace it because it's a beautiful thing. And as Modusher Makeup, we decided to do a research. Yes, we did a research on makeup, and we realized that people who look attractive are more likely to succeed than people who are less attractive. I believe you guys will agree with me there out there because when people see, say, for example, good looking babies or somebody looking good, people would want to associate. Yes. People would want to give them opportunities. Yeah, so as a beautician and a makeup artist, when I came to realize that after doing my research, we decided to open up an academy to help women look beautiful. Because then I would invite friends to just come to my studio and someone would say, eh, bulijjo nange nsobola kulabika wenti. Like they are surprised, they are shocked. Eh, munange, nze mmanyi nti nze musiyufu. I had never seen myself look this good. Yeah, so really makeup, there's job, there are job opportunities in there. And then people first time impression is very, very, very important. And you know, as human beings, we are attracted by what we see. Yeah, so if you're out there, I'd really encourage you to really pay attention to the way you look. Don't take it for granted. Yes, that is different from our natural features that God gave us. But the way you look, the way you appear, there are people who say they don't do makeup, but even a simple lip gloss. Yes, just simple lipstick. You see how you've done something very simple, but yet you look very lovely. There is a very big difference. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. So, okay, makeup. But I also know that of course, when you say it is actually a growing business and all that, I understand there's so many challenges that come with it because someone will say, oh, that's fake beauty, but hello, how we look like really matters a lot. So I would like you to talk about the Modusher Academy. I read about it. And you've impacted a number of women in Makere, Kavule, Kawala, Namungona, Naguru. So tell us about the academy. What inspired the academy? What does it do? How which particular people are engaged in the academy? Yeah.
Okay. Before I get to that, like there are very many myths about makeup, but I would want to clear the air that it's not a fake look because it's just like when you wake up and you apply your glycerin to make your face smooth. or to brighten a little. That's exactly what makeup does. It's only the magnitude, the quantity that you put, because makeup is for enhancement, enhancing beauty. And for me as a Christian, that's something that is even talked about in the Bible. So looking good, nobody has an excuse not to look good. Yeah. So with that, I remember when COVID came, many people were affected, people lost jobs, and the female gender, I think, was even affected the more. Yeah, so personally, at first I was a bit depressed with that whole COVID kind of thing.
Wow.
I was really depressed, but when I decided to start making myself up, during COVID, I just decided to get my makeup in the morning, sit, work on myself, look good, and I would post it.
Yes.
And then my friends would be like, so now you're using our products on yourself. You're looking good. Otsaliza from a distance. We just look at you and we admire. For us, we can't look good. So I'm like, oh, this is what it really means. All along, people say these things. Sometimes they don't say them out, but they notice. Yeah, so and then I related it to those experiences of my friends who would come and they would be so excited when I have done some simple touch on them. Because part of makeup also is like doing eyebrow shaping. That's all part of makeup. Just facial grooming. Just keeping your face neat. So I just thought of something and I'm like, but if I'm looking good and people are blessed by seeing me look good, how much more if we are many girls, many women out there who look good. So I just told my husband that, honey, you know what? We thank God that he has blessed us. We have a camera here. I have the products here at home. Why don't we give the girl child this opportunity to be able to do your simple makeup without having to visit a salon? Because sometimes you don't have the money. But even when you have the money, you can still save. Yes, just like I am here right now.
It's a lot of work.
Yes.
Like waking up to go and look for someone to make you up. It's a lot of work.
Just imagine I had to come here very early. I wouldn't have found a makeup artist who is readily available. But I've also saved some money for my baby's milk. I didn't have to take it to a makeup artist. Yes, so that's when I came up with that idea of having to empower the girl child, for them to be able to do at least that simple basic makeup. Even if you're going to the marketplace, look good. Because during COVID still, I decided not to sit home. I went and I sold lemon and ginger in Kalere Market. I went and requested women for space as they were reducing on the number of people in the market.
So you are
For me, I said, God, the grace is sufficient. And they gave me a small space and I was selling there my lemon and ginger. But I'm telling you, during COVID, I made a lot of money. Not because I was any different from the women in the market, but because I would go when I'm looking good.
Hello?
Yes, and there are these clients who would come and they want to associate with you.
Yes.
So my neighbors would say, Bagambe nafe batuguleko. You get?
And you were new in the market.
I was new in the market, but they would come and buy things. So then they'd ask, is that also yours? Then I would say, yes. Is this also yours? Even Solomon Serada came and bought for me. And I attracted some good clients that even up to now, some call me to make deliveries for them. But I don't tell them that I'm not in Kalere. And I didn't tell them that that was not my workplace. Yes. But because I was looking good. So that's when I decided to give it to the girls. And the first class was in my community. I talked to my area leader. Yes, and the chairlady was very susceptible to the idea. So we had over 20 girls. Yeah, and we spent 4 weeks.
Oh.
Yes, 4 weeks. Yes. Of course, we had some challenges. The products are few. Yes, and then sometimes you're there and it starts raining. We are just outside in front of our veranda. And she's like, I have some seats here for the women, the women community. So since this thing is helping the girls, we can give you. So that's how Modusher officially began with the community project. But the Modusher Makeup Studio was already in existence.
Oh,
yes.
Wow, this is an amazing story. You just imagine being in the market and you've all made up, eh? And yet some of us be rushing to office and yeah, there's those
Mhm.
days you wake up and you're like, I
You
don't
know.
I don't feel like making up, but then looking good is yeah, it's I think it's holy in its own way
It
as
is.
well.
It is.
Yes, and so how is running Modesha like right now? Where do you see yourself? How many women have you trained so far since COVID ended? And where do you see yourself?
Modusher has so far trained, I think, over 500 girls.
Okay.
Yeah, but the ones that have officially graduated
Mm,
are 300, because we don't want to just teach them and then they get out there and they have to justify
mm,
their makeup skills.
yeah.
Yeah, so we give them certificates. It's full like complete training.
Okay.
Yeah, because we want to be able to empower the girls and the women out there. Besides only looking good, this is a skill that you can use
Yeah.
to make money. And yeah, with that, we've been able to cover, I think, over 8 different communities.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are hoping to keep growing because our vision is to build esteem centers, because the project is to build esteem amongst the girl
Oh,
child.
amazing.
Yeah, because truthfully, if I come out when I'm looking good,
Mm.
the way I'll walk, the way I'll
Yeah.
talk is gonna be different
There is a
from
certain
someone who is not.
confidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons as to why we also discover that people who look good
Don't have
have
esteem issues.
they don't have esteem issues, and their chances of succeeding is high, because when you're not looking good, you even get timid, like you're not really sure of yourself. So how do you expect people to be sure of you
When you're not
when
sure
you're
of
not sure of
yourself.
yourself?
Okay.
People look at you and start doubting, this person,
Mm.
ono nayiza kubanga yeetega, such things, but but yeah, but yet
Mm.
when you look good, people even look past what you could be actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this project is to help the girl child build
Build.
their esteem, to empower them, to be able to have a more meaningful and a sustainable livelihood. We know our government is doing so many projects that are helping the girl child there, the youths generally, but we can also come and do something. You don't have to be part of the government. You don't have to be in an organization. I believe each and every one of us has a skill.
Yeah.
We all have something that we can give. There is no room and no excuse for us not to be blessings to others.
Yeah.
And more so, the Bible says our bodies are the temple of the Lord. So really, you just imagine being the temple of God.
And not looking nice.
I know.
Yeah.
How will you even draw people to Christ? People look at you and say, if that's what it means to, nze kanjira nsigalako wano, let me, because what you're showing is not portraying that temple.
Yes,
A
like,
temple is a holy place. It's an
yeah.
attractive, it's a good looking place
Yes.
that people would want to associate with. So let people see that temple in you.
Like the saying has been going. You're not you're just broke, you're not mad. Please step out of that house. You don't have to look like Mary Magdalene all the time. Step out of that house looking nice.
Yes.
So you can kindly share with us what are some of the challenges you're finding in this career journey, training women, the academies, and I mean, people have their own myths and perceptions about makeup, about okay, like if someone doesn't have esteem, makeup is not going. It's like it won't do much. It like someone will argue that esteem is like built within. Makeup has nothing to do with it, and of course, those are some of like the challenges and what, but you could also kindly share with us what are some of those things you're dealing with in these academies or even with the women that you're training. Also considering that the products here in Uganda, most of the products we have are like not very genuine, if I would say.
Okay.
So yeah, what are your options or what are you doing about it?
Okay, maybe in line with someone who could challenge you that makeup is, esteem is something that comes from within, I would strongly beg to disagree because esteem is determined by very many things.
Yes.
Some people, their education, some people, the kind of families they come from, some people, their maybe achievements in different fields. But you realize that there is one aspect that everybody acknowledges, whether you are educated, whether you're from a well-to-do family, whether you grew up as an orphan like me. When you look good, you look good.
Yes, it's whatever the case.
Whatever the case.
That is a constant.
It's undeniable. And that's why I usually tell my friends that if you have the opportunity to compliment somebody, please do.
Yeah.
You don't know how much you're doing to them at that point in time. You may look at it as a compliment, but it's not just a compliment.
Yeah, it has made someone's day.
I personally usually don't hesitate. If I find you along the road, whether I don't know you and you look smart, I'll just say, oh, you look good. Nice hair. And you see someone who has been just moving and they're on their own with that frowned face, suddenly smiling back. You've just lightened somebody's day. Yeah,
I learned that recently.
So, in line with meats, there is a common thing that people associate with. I realize that in line with makeup, many people think that being light-skinned is being cute, being beautiful. You know, the women we even have this saying that we're going to jakuyaka like ayaka when they're in that light color. Yes, but that's a myth. Beauty is defined in very many ways, in and out, but each and every one of us is uniquely beautiful in their own way, because we are all wonderful and beautifully made in God's own image. So I believe that that's a myth that people really don't have to look at so much. I wouldn't encourage anybody to bleach, because one of the things that happen when you start lightening, you kill your cells. You kill the cells. So as you see people getting pinkish, reddish, it's because those creams are damaging your skin tissues. They go deep down. So with time, as those wounds heal, they bring those black scars. But remember, the scars are underneath, and that's already permanent damage. So how about if we dealt with that by letting someone know that they can just apply simple powder, a simple foundation, which you can just get off at any time of the day. You can just apply simple lipstick, which even if you eat is not going to have any negative effect on you, because most of these products are made out of they are made out of things that have been tested. Like now lipstick, you'll even find complementaries like food color. So you find that they are okay.
People think we are going to die of cancer because we eat the lips.
No, not really. So so the truth is that there are those challenges. People think when you bleach, that's what makes you beautiful. So someone would opt for their lightening cream as compared to just doing a simple touch-up, and they look good. And then also the challenge of having a lot of products that are not genuine in the market. And people not knowing what to use, because I realized that ladies, we just go with the flow. What did you use on your skin? It really looks good. Then another one will also go and buy that particular thing. Yes. Product. But you realize that we all have different skin types. Yes. There's the other one who has an oily skin type, the one who has a dry skin type, the one who has a combination skin type. So at the end of the day, the biggest challenge you have is people don't know that, and you just go and buy a product because a friend has used it. Your skin is oily, then you buy a product for dry skin type. So you are adding oils, because then that product will be having oils to moisturize this dry person. Yes. So that's also a challenge that we have out there. And also maybe some policies can also be put into place to minimize on the importation of fake products that are not of standard, that are not genuine. And then also they could subsidize on maybe taxes on genuine products, because I think that's one of the reasons as to why we have very few in the market. Yes, few genuine products in the market, and you'll find that they are really very expensive.
Yeah, very.
So to find a normal person on a daily, day-to-day life to get my 100,000, I'm going to buy MAC lipstick or an Elba, and then I'm looking at food for a whole month on that 100K.
Yes.
Yes. But I'm grateful that we also have other brands in the market that are now quite affordable. And there is a myth out there that people have it that when something is expensive,
Then it's nice.
then it's good. But that's not true. Because us as makeup artists, we also know when during school we learned product identification. So there are those products that are out there and are very good
And are cheap.
and are affordable, yes. So those are some of the things that I teach the girls in the community. So you don't have any room for
excuse.
Yes, no excuse. We won't say the products are very expensive, I can't afford. Yes, we can as well shop for you. And at the end of our classes, we always give them, like, each student a makeup kit with the help of our partners and friends.
I'm coming.
Hey, you're very much welcome.
Yes.
You're very much welcome. And our last class was really amazing because we had an experience with persons living with disability. Yeah, we want the project to be inclusive. Yeah, we are advocating for inclusivity because there are certain initiatives that are out there, and there are some people who are marginalized. They don't take part. So because it comes also at a cost. Yeah, but we can just be intentional and involve such people. So this time, the last class we had was with Deaf Action Uganda, and we had over 30 students graduating. We had signers. I even learned how to sign. It was really a beautiful experience. And the girls are working now. They send me messages. Teacher, today I had a person, I made 20,000. Today I made 15,000 today. And then they keep sharing their stories out there, and they're looking good. If you meet them, their stories are different from the very first time I met them.
Yeah, and that's exactly where we want the girl child to be. Keep rising, keep shining. Yes. So what has made you stand out in this work? What can you say that like we all have that one particular thing that you say, I tapped on this and it is what is making me stand out in my work? Because I mean there's so many people out there doing makeup
Very
like on
many.
a daily. The
Thousands.
moment you go downtown, everyone around, Garilla, yeah, Gazaland, all those arcades downtown, makeup artists are pulling you left, right, and center, and they're doing good work as well. Like, it might look like it's substandard and all that, but they are doing it, and because they are available, people will go there.
True.
So, but when we get initiatives like this, where someone is not just doing it for money, but also wants to help other girls, and then making sure it's not just their career to make money, but it's everyone's business. So, what makes you stand out in that way?
I think if I should say what really makes me stand out in that way is that Modusher Makeup Academy is it's an NGO, so it's a free academy. The girls study for free. All you need to do is to just avail yourself.
Show up.
Just show up. Products, teachers, facilitators, everything is on Modusher. So that's what I think makes us stand out as Modusher Makeup Academy, and that's what makes the difference, because I would also personally have my makeup classes where people come and pay for.
Yeah,
yes,
by the way.
People come and pay for, because I have been approached on occasions and people are asking me, so how do you benefit? Your time, your effort, now your products, and you buy your things expensively. But I always tell them that, when we are winning, it's important to win together.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's one thing I always emphasize with my siblings, my younger sisters. I tell them, if I succeed and you're not succeeding, that means I'm not succeeding, because at the end of the day, your burden comes back to me. Yes.
It's going to keep being pulled back.
Yes. So the prostitutes you're going to see out there, the thieves you're going to see out there, they're from a certain household. And it's because one of us chose not to
pull everyone.
Yes, not to pull everyone and move together, not to look at the oneness that we carry. So for me, it's been a beautiful experience, because I usually find joy when I am able to impact a life. Even when I'm moving on the streets and I see something. So at times my husband tells me, but honey, you can't change the world. You're not Jesus. You can't do everything.
Yeah.
Just leave those children. Whether the mother has not given the baby a sweater, they will survive. Have you been there for every baby? Because for me, it makes me happy. I'm not this type of person who sits there. Even if I try to sit, if I came to work with you people here, very soon you might see me somewhere trying to get to the forefront. Not like I push, but it's just a gift in me. And I thank God for it. Yeah, so if you're out there and you've heard about Modusher Makeup Academy, everything is for free. So if you want to partner with us, you want to help the girls, would really be grateful. All that you need to do, organize in your community, invite us. For us, what we do is to come and do a bit of research about the community, meet your area leaders, and then know where we can conduct our classes from. And we scheduled a timing that is appropriate and can accommodate the majority of the members. And we are good to go. Everything is for free. You don't need to carry products. You don't need to come with any money. If somebody is recommending you, please, there is no recommendation that is charged. Everything is fully free, funded by Modusher.
Anytime now I am joining Modusher Academy. Okay, so it's definitely, this has really been an amazing journey, and not just for you, but for every girl out there that you're impacting, and for choosing to do this. Thank you. And then as we get to our last questions, where do you see Modusher in like 5 years or 5-10 years to come? And where do you see Modusher and yourself? Plus, what would someone out there do to help Modusher get to where it has to be?
As Modusher, 5 years from now, we would look at ourselves being in position to have at least built one esteem academy, because we have a vision of putting different esteem academies in the different regions of the country.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently we've been able to cover up 2 regions. We've been to the east. We have some students who graduated from Ginger. Yeah, and hopefully in less than a month's time, our next class might be in Masaka. So we are looking at covering the different regions of the country with a vision of building esteem centers, so that we can be able to address the different issues that align with esteem building. But of course, for us, mainly focusing on the main reason, which is looking good.
Look good.
Yes, you have to look good. When you look good, there is a way the confidence just comes.
Assured.
Nobody has to tell you what to say. Nobody has to, sometimes you don't even have to be introduced.
You don't have to say anything.
People will just recognize you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So as we come to the close of this show, do you have any like last words for someone out there, any girl that is struggling with esteem issues, and maybe they're thinking, do I have to really make up? Do I have to do what is that one word you have for them?
For the girls out there, the ladies out there, I would really love to tell you that each and every one of us is wonderfully and beautifully made in God's own image. And if you hear about Modusher around your community, please don't hesitate to be part, because esteem determines a number of things, the career, our careers, the people we relate with, how we associate with people. All those are factors that are strongly determined by how we feel about ourselves. Yeah, so I would encourage every lady who is out there to look good, take good care of yourself, be a lover of yourself. Don't wait to be loved, because you only reciprocate what you have, and you can only attract that which you have. Yeah, so if you're out there and you intend to support Modusher, we have social media handles. You can find out Modusher on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. There's a lot for you to look at there, lots of things to enjoy. We have testimonies there. And of course, this cannot be a one-man race. We need to join hands to make this world a better place. We need our girls to have products at the end of the class. We need our facilitators to also be comfortable and encouraged during the process. So you can partner with us. You can reach out to us. We are open to any form of contribution, any form of love that you want to show Modusher. We would really appreciate.
All right. What more can I say? Today we decided to bring you hot things.
Yeah, we have
hot things. Good. Women are rising in every step of the way and in everything that they are choosing to do. Whether you can cook, whether you can do anything, we're looking at a world where women are rising on a daily. And today, of course, we had an amazing guest, Kevin Achayo, who is a social entrepreneur and is doing makeup and styling and cosmetics, and is helping the girls out there in different communities build their esteem. We all need to look good, and mind you, next time I'm hosting this show, I'm going to come looking, looking like you won't recognize me. So thank you so much for being part of this show, and we're definitely looking out to more episodes of women rising in different sectors, in different careers, and we definitely always bring you the best of the best at the #women at the frontline, women rising. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Kevin, for honoring our invitation and accepting to come and share what you're doing out there with the girls at Modusher Academy. And so next time, same time, different visitors. Yes, different visitors will be here to bring you the amazing women. I remain Joanna Atkunda, your host for this show. See you then. Bye-bye.